I think the attack on our farm will finally be over. We've really struggled with pest pressure this year. The beginning of the end. This guy is on his last leg. That makes me so happy. All right, Saturday morning. It is a wet, rainy harvest day, and it's kind of chilly. So we're about to go in the short tunnel and pick what we need to for the bodega and a few customers today. I'm gonna get out of the rain here, get in the tunnel, and get to picking. What do you have that for?
I was putting it in here out of the rain.
Okay.
I don't want to block the handle.
Fair enough. That's probably a good idea. Oh, it's nice and misty in here. Oh my gosh. We need to take the rest of this out. Like, this just needs to be done today or tomorrow. The radishes. Can you close that? Keep the heat in. But we're gonna pick some of these turnips today, and then let's check the beets. They look beautiful on the top. Let's see, they're getting close. Not quite. We'll probably have another week or two on these, but they're beautiful. I know. It is. It's like
I thought my eyes were messed up. And
yeah.
It's just hazy.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, if you have never seen these before, these are called hakurei turnips. They're a Japanese salad turnip. They're white, and you typically harvest them when they're about golf ball size, maybe a little larger. They kind of taste like a cross between, let me angle you down, a cross between a carrot and a radish, and there's a lot of juice inside them. It's kind of surprising. But Emma, and of course she eats pretty much everything, but she's one that will ask for turnips. And I don't know many kids that will ask for them. I'm trying to clean this one off so I can show you. But they're so pretty, and they're just unusual. They're one of my favorite things to snack on out here, because they're sweet at first, and then they're juicy, and then the aftertaste is kind of peppery, like a radish, but it's a really mild peppery kind of taste. So yeah, this is not something that you would find at your local grocery store, but this particular type of turnip is actually really popular among market farmers, like what we do. So if you're in an area where you have a local farmers market, especially one that grows into the fall and winter and has a space that's operational in the early spring, I guarantee you'll be able to find these. Give them a try. They're great raw. You can also roast them. A lot of folks that are on like a keto diet will substitute these or radishes for roasted potatoes, and they're delicious that way. It's just the texture's a little bit different in my opinion, but they're amazing. You can use the greens, of course, but yeah, this is a Japanese salad turnip. It's called a hakurei turnip. So now you know. Okay, now we take everything to the pack shed. Make sure to close this up real quick. Okay, let's get these lights turned on. Where should I put all you people where you can see? I'm not sure. Okay, I think you should be able to see. So first thing we need to do is make sure all of our sinks are clean and sanitized. I know I've covered this in an older video, but we use a product called Sanidate. The labels were ripped off, so I wrote it on there. But Sanidate is a vinegar-based cleaner and a food-safe cleaner that you can use actually in with your veggies when you're washing them. It's what all market farmers use. It smells like vinegar, but it's what we use to clean all of our hard surfaces, And we actually put some of this in the water in the bubbler too as we're washing our veggies and stuff off, just to help make sure that anything icky that's not supposed to be in there gets washed away. But we'll rinse out these sinks, spray everything down, wipe everything down, and then get started on washing what we just brought in for today. So. Those are
like a bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here. I got time. It's clear to see from up here. The world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Here to weigh everything out. My bags, my bag taper, and my greens are here in the bin. And I'm just measuring out. We sell them in 5-ounce bags. So I'm just measuring them out and making sure they're packaged and everything looks nice and neat and pretty. And then these will go up to the city for sale today. So there you go.
Sometimes you need to go. Take a step back to see the truth around you.
Okay, we're all loaded out. 2 crates of delicata, 2 crates of turnips and radishes, 15 bags of lettuce, 8 bags of kale, and I don't even know how many of head lettuce, however many we could fit in there. We need to get changed out of our harvest stuff. Make ourselves presentable, and then we'll hop in the car and head to the city.
Forever free, you and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
It's a very cold, wet, nasty day out on the farm. One thing about living and farming in Oklahoma, we can sometimes have all 4 seasons worth of weather in a week. For example, what was it, Thursday, Friday, it was in the 70s, it was sunny, it was beautiful. The last couple days it's been a little chilly, a little rainy, and then tomorrow night we're getting down, the lows are in the 20s. So there's a lot of pretty extreme temperature fluctuations here, which is an added challenge. However, one thing I'm excited about with that cold of a drop in temperatures is I think the attack on our farm will finally be over. If you have watched any of our previous videos from this season, you'll know that we've really struggled with pest pressure this year. Our farm is certified naturally grown, so we follow organic practices. And what that means is basically we're limited to what we can spray on our crops in the event that we have an issue with pests. Before anything's ever planted, we address the health of our soil. to hopefully create an environment where the plants can grow as healthy as possible, because healthy plants don't attract bugs. So, and it, usually anyways. So we try and have everything set up exactly so that the plants have the best shot of growing really strong, really healthy. Now that said, there's always going to be situations where you have, like this year we had just an abundance of grasshoppers, and 2, 3, 4 waves of hatching of grasshoppers throughout the year. And we really can't spray anything on our crops because we choose not to use pesticides on what we grow. Part of our journey and where we got where we are was out of the desire to learn how to grow our own food and make sure we were feeding our own family the healthiest stuff around. So why would I spray chemicals on the crops that I'm providing for my family and my community? We don't. So I'm not complaining about it, but it is definitely a challenge. But back to the cold temperatures, what I'm getting at is once we get a really hard freeze like that, a lot of our bug issues are going to completely go away just because it's too cold. I'll show you kind of what I'm talking about when we get down there to the bed space. Whitney and I are going to be putting out our hoops and row covers over our cabbages and a couple of other things. We need to make sure our greenhouses are buttoned up and really closed in tight for tonight and the next couple nights. But I really am hopeful that the bugs will just go away after this week. They will still remain in the tunnels because, of course, the tunnels are nice and warm and there's all kinds of yummy stuff for them to munch on in there. But the issue will be much less than what we've been dealing with so far. So fingers crossed that that comes true. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like for us to prep the farm for a cold snap. And really the next probably 4 or 5 months, it's going to be a lot of put the row cover on, take the row cover off, put the row cover on, take the row cover off, because we do still have all the way into December. We'll have some pretty significant temperature fluctuations here. So I'll take you along and show you what that looks like. Whitney is behind me. She's setting the hoops. We cover all of our crops during the winter months with something called Agribon. Let me walk over here and show you what it is. Here's some of it right here. It's all braided up because I've had it in storage. But you just lay this over the hoops over the top of your crops, and that layer of air that gets trapped in between the fabric and your crop is what kind of helps insulate everything. So, okay. All right, so let's take this one and then the other good one. Yeah, it's 2. Take yours. Yep. And then take that white one right there for the end. Hey, girls! Woo! Oh, there they are. Hi! Hi! I brought you some mineral and some treats. Are you all wet? Huh? Hi! Are you wet and cold? You don't need that, but it's cold and I feel bad. Okay, so they're enjoying their treats. I have not talked about the cows yet, and unfortunately it's not good news. Neither of them are bred, which is a super bummer, but I feel like that's honestly more our fault than theirs. When we got them, we really had no business having cows at the time. We were not prepared for them. We did not know enough about what we were doing to really manage cattle in a safe way. Hey girl, hey girl. So we got these cows. It was great fun. We quickly realized that we were a little in over our head, and at that point we got lucky enough to meet up with Dawn and Bruce at No Name Ranch, and they have been fabulous in helping us learn what to do, what not to do. And basically this year, after they calved, I did not manage their nutrition well enough for them to put on the weight they needed to put on to be in a position to accept breeding this year. So They were skinny when we brought them out to the ranch, and I knew going in, once we brought them there and we sat down and talked about body condition, I knew that there was a really strong chance that they would not breed. So I'm not surprised, but I am still disappointed. Of course, we want to have calves on the ground every spring, but this year that's not going to happen. So the plan is we're going to keep these two and just use this as a learning experience. We're going to see if they breed again in the following spring. If they do, great. We'll keep them another spring, and as long as they continue breeding and breeding well, now that I know what I know, we will absolutely continue growing the herd with them. If they do not breed, then the smart decision is to let them go and have something here that is going to breed successfully every spring. So that's the plan. I really feel like, hi girl. I really feel like it was my fault, honestly, because they're good cows. Right now, I think they're just thrilled to have treats, and they don't need grain right now. They're doing just fine with hay and what they have for grazing, but I felt bad. It's cold out today and it's wet. It's a cold, wet day, huh, girls?